Within the Star Wars galaxy, by and large, lightsabers are not named. So if, as the viewer, we are referring to a lightsaber, we'll attach the owner or the user's name to the lightsaber. So we'll say like, oh, that's Luke's lightsaber, or that's Darth Vader's lightsaber. And that can get confusing because not only do people tend to have multiple lightsabers because they lose one, like Obi-Wan Kenobi had 3, for example. And so you start talking about, okay, which lightsaber is it? If you just say Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, it's not specific enough. Another problem you can run into is a change of ownership. So you have the lightsaber that looks like this. It started out as Anakin's lightsaber, then it became Luke's, and currently it is Rey's lightsaber. So it's a little more confusion when there's not a name attached to the piece. Now, if we look in real life and these saber manufacturers, what they'll do is they'll name their sabers. So, for example, this is a Saberforge Exile, and this over here is an Ultra Saber's Apprentice LEV4. So those are kind of some snazzy names, and they help us identify the sabers. They also help the companies to sell the sabers. They just give it kind of a fancy name. Sounds cool to own. But what do you guys think about this? Because in a lot of other fictional media and even in real life, you've had swords that have names for them, and probably the most famous sword of all time will be the Excalibur. That's hard to top that. But you have a variety of other named swords in different books and media. So, like the Sword of Gryffindor would be another famous one. Lord of the Rings has a variety of named swords. Game of Thrones now has many named swords like Needle and Oathkeeper and Longclaw. So what if we did that with lightsabers? Now there is at least one named lightsaber. Let me know if you know of any others, but the Darksaber is a named lightsaber, and it's the only black-bladed lightsaber that exists within the Star Wars galaxy. So it's already unique by itself. Even if it didn't have a name, you could just refer to it as the black-bladed lightsaber. And yet it's called Darksaber. So do you guys name your lightsabers? I know that's something you could do if you, say, build your own from scratch or kind of customize it a lot. And what do you think? Do you think that'd be kind of neat if the characters were able to name their lightsabers? I think that would be kind of a nice touch. On the other hand, I could see that being a problem, say, with Jedi, because there's the whole attachment thing with Jedi, right? Jedi aren't supposed to be attached to anything, so naming something like a lightsaber, that certainly would connote a form of attachment. But let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you have ever named any of your lightsabers. Because even if the manufactured saber comes with a name like Saberforge Exile, I could still decide to name it anything that I want, and maybe some of you guys have done that. I personally haven't done that, but creating this video has made me think about it a little bit. So, yep, I'd like to hear what you guys think too.